Trey, you only got to play one game this past season. What was it like sitting around and watching other people play, and why didn't you just transfer to a school that would have allowed you to play to get more film?
I mean, I don't know if that just wasn't a realistic situation for me, really, as far as transferring. And there was no way I was leaving my teammates. I was just at that point with those guys and with my coaching staff. We were too close. There was no way I would have, been able to get my heart to play for another university, another team. And just this whole process, I've learned a ton. And like you said, been able to watch a ton of football and been able to cheer on, guys like Kyle, Matt, Zach, Justin. Be able to watch those guys, learn from them, cheer them on as much as possible, which I've loved to do, and got to train with Jamie Newman as well, and Quincy Avery, guys like that. And like you said, being able to watch football, this is probably the most college football that I've ever watched in my life was this past year. But it was awesome. I wouldn't trade it for anything. And some things you can't control, and not having a season was one of those for me.
Trey Lance joins us here on KJZ. I'm sorry, Key.
No, go ahead.
I just wanted to reset and introduce him as a KJZ ESPN Radio. Again, the North Dakota State quarterback, maybe the most intriguing of the quarterbacks that are going to be in the top of this draft. And as I'm watching the highlights, Trey, I'm seeing a lot of green and yellow, and the uniforms remind me of my alma mater, the formerly known CW Post. Those uniforms look like that. That's a small school, too. North Dakota State, though, for you, what was the decision behind the choice to go there?
I mean, if you're a quarterback, and this is my little North Dakota State plug, but this is the honest truth. If you're a quarterback and you're not being recruited by, the Oklahoma, Clemson, Ohio State, Alabamas of the world, North Dakota State, just at the quarterback position specifically, has done a lot of things that a lot of schools haven't done at the quarterback position. So I think for me, it was about that, not only, knowing that I'm going to be able to put myself in a position to have an opportunity to be where I'm at right now, as well as I wanted to win national championships. I didn't want to really go to a school that was expected to go 8-5 and hopefully play for a bowl game. I wanted the expectation to be win national championships. If we go 15-1 and lose a national championship in Fargo, at North Dakota State, it's a disappointing year. And there's not too many schools that are like that.
I see you flex your
Two-time
muscles,
champion.
man.
Yep.
Stand tall. Trey, when this is what we call silly season, lying season, all of the sort of stuff leading up into the draft. What have you been telling or selling to teams, and not lying to teams, but selling to teams about the type of quarterback you are?
Yeah, I mean, in meetings, it's just about, like you said, you want to be genuine. I don't want a coaching staff or an organization to pick me thinking I'm someone that I'm not. I want the coaches to know exactly what they're getting. But for me, it's about, just sharing as much football knowledge as I possibly can, and being able to talk football, talk life, just be around people, because, these are the people that are going to be my coaching staff in the future, or people in my organization in the future. So like I said, man, the biggest thing is I just want them to know exactly what they're getting, who they're getting, whether it's the type of person, type of player. They can see the film and they watch all that. But I want them to know, what football I know, as much football as I possibly can tell them. And then, the type of person that I'm going to be.
What do you consider your strengths and possibly your weaknesses?
Strengths as a football player. I think my playmaking ability is one. My preparedness and just willingness to learn and spend that time to do that. I've heard everything weaknesses wise. You guys know, just in the media, I don't pay attention to a whole lot, but you see it. Like obviously playing FCS, playing only 17 games, being 20 years old. Those are things again that I can't control. So not something that I'm too worried about. For me, it's about getting to an organization that wants me, having that opportunity to compete, and learning as much as I possibly can.
Is there a team or a city of any kind that you do not want to play for?
No, not that I can think of. Honestly, I'm looking forward to having an opportunity at a great organization. And like I said, the biggest thing for me is just getting to a good situation. And there aren't really any bad ones in my mind at this point in the position that I'm in. So I'm just excited, excited. No really nerves at this point. I feel like I put myself in a good position, set myself up for success. So now at this point, it's just kind of playing that waiting game, as you guys know.
We're talking with Trey Lance, who's going to be obviously one of the picks made here. But listen, you asked Devontae Smith about playing in cold weather. He played in North Dakota, so I don't think he's worried about where He goes, "What were you going to say?"
No. Trey said the waiting game, right? You
Yeah.
know, as you guys would know, and I just was like,
Yeah.
I'm silly. Hey, Trey,
Keyshawn,
I'm silly, man. So you got to know that.
When the second pick was made in Keyshawn's draft, he was already on the plane heading home. Like he'd already taken the picture. He was already done. So for him, there's not much of a wait. But for you, who knows how long it's going to be? Because a lot of the mocks, and a lot of suggestions are you could pretty much go anywhere. Is there, and you can reveal to us, we're among friends. Is there a team that maybe gave you a strong indication? Is there a team that you feel like, I'm not getting past this team? Is there somebody that gave you that indication yet?
No, I wish I knew just as much as you guys did, if not more.
So Trey,
I really don't know, and hopefully we'll find out in the next couple of days.
So Trey, you getting ready to sit here on my show and tell me no team didn't tell you, hey, if you're there, we're gonna take you. No one told you that. You don't have to reveal. You don't have to reveal the team. You don't have to reveal the team, but you are telling me, Joseph Keyshawn Johnson, and no team has said to you, "Hey, if you're there, we're going to take you."
No team has said those
You
exact words.
lying, man! Stop. You can't sit here and tell me I've been through the draft process for a long time that no team has said, "Hey, Trey, we really like you, and if you're there, we're going to take you." You can't tell me that, but I'm going to let you get away with it.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.